Stage 5, standing up in base. Rollover technique. Emergency roll. Cut it away. Bear crawl. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going down there. This is where it's kind of a scary situation for the person on the bottom. There's a large disconnection in terms of your ability to grab your opponent. They're kind of hovering over you, preparing to smash you, strike you, kick you, pounce on you. So this layer of defense it could really help you if you fail to establish like a good clinch, or you slip or fall, you find yourself in this scary situation. So let's look at just the mechanics of how to get up off of the ground. This is called standing up in base. Simply what we want to do is put one hand on the ground, okay? One foot on the ground. My free hand is my shield covering my face. I want to keep my hand kind of close to my hips and my lead leg extended a little bit out in front of me. I'm going to elevate. I'm going to rock my body weight towards my front foot as I strike. And now I'm going to coil my foot, tuck it underneath me, bring it on the ground behind me, and then lift my hand up, okay? One more time. If you struggle making the balance with both hands in the beginning, it's okay to use both hands on the ground to give you a little more stability. But eventually you want to graduate to being able to completely cover your head with one arm. I don't really want my arm far away from my face. I'm trying to cover the top of my head with my arm. I kind of put my elbow over my forehead, and I'm looking underneath my arm. Since he's above me, this blocks downward strikes. Okay? So looking at it from this angle, I elevate, I rock my body weight towards and strike, I coil my foot, the foot goes behind me, and then up. So let's look at that against an opponent. We looked at previously the stage 4, this direction, and we talked about like how to stay connected to him and block strikes. What he might do here is just stay hovering here, so I don't want to stay here all day. So I've got two ways that I can make him move back if he's just wanting to stay here. Method number 1 is I'm going to leave one foot on his hip and use that connection to elevate my body. See how my hips raise up? I coil my foot and I try to blast him here in the head. Now, if you can't hit the head, you can easily hit the body or the groin, something like that. Just want to really get a nice contact point to make him knock back. Okay? Be careful when you're training this not to do it real hard. You can easily knock somebody's teeth out or give them a bad cut with the heel of your foot. Okay? Which brings me to the point you want to use the heel of the foot to strike with. Okay, that's going to be the strongest surface contact that you have. It's very hard and can do a lot of damage. Second variation is just to give him like a leg press. So you're going to bend your legs just a little bit, and once your legs are coiled, push with both feet as you rock up to the hand. And here we go. Now in this position, it's very important that I should mention, anytime that you're in this phase and he wants to come back on top of you, you need to go back to this step right here. In other words, the protection of your face is more important than getting up. At any rate, once I feel like he's kind of taunting me and teasing me, trying to challenge me to come up, see here, he's too close, I have to go back. But here, I just hit and get back to my feet. Okay, that's a very important concept. The other thing you might do from this distance, back up please, is you might try to walk around you. Okay, you just always let your feet point towards him. Anytime that he comes forward, like we talked about, I'm right back to this position. I can either kick off and come back up here. So he's kind of confused as far as how to exactly get around my legs. The idea is my feet always point towards him no matter what. Whenever I feel like I have the opportunity, which wasn't right there, I can get up. Okay? So that's standing up in base. Let's look at another couple of things that happen here from this position where he's over you. Okay, so now he's being blocked by your feet, but instead of trying to back away or let you shove away, he's trying to knock your legs off of him or remove these barriers that are giving him trouble. So the first one we look at is what he's going to do is just throw my feet out of the way. And this is bad because now he's going to pounce on me. Okay? So what I want to do here is, I always want to make a connection with his body in some way, shape, or form. That's the principle. I'm keeping my core tight and my head up. This creates less friction on the ground and allows me to turn better. If I feel like he's going to throw my leg to the side this way, I'm going to extend this arm. It's going to serve almost like a kickstand and stop him from completely turning my body. The first thing that should happen is this hand should touch this shin bone here. So it's going to look like this. Here. As this is happening, my opposite leg replaces, and I can either go on his arm or his hip. Any part of his body is fine. The main thing I want to do is make sure that this is a really good structure here, preventing him from hitting me in the face. So if he tries to reach my head right now, he should not be able to reach me. Okay? If my leg is like jello, you know, it's no good. Okay? So this serves the purpose of creating a block so that this foot can come right back to the beginning position. It's very important. Did you see how slow we did it? Let's show the wrong way to do this. I can guarantee you when you do this from the bottom the first few times, you're going to totally mess it up. It's a little bit tricky, so it takes some cooperation from the bad guy here. Let's demonstrate the wrong way to do it. Okay, great. Congratulations. You know how to pass the guard. Okay, but the point of this is to learn, teach the bottom guy how to be successful. So you want to do it as super slow as possible. Okay, so he comes, I keep my core tight, my hand touches. As I make my block, I test and see if he can reach my face. Then I replace my foot, and we're back to this position here. Okay, and you can do it from side to side. That's a nice drill to do. Okay. Second variation here is what I call the emergency roll. Okay, so what happens here is I fail to time the technique properly, and I feel like he's thrown my legs out of the way, and I wasn't able to get to my side. He's coming around. I roll, and then coil, and now I get back to this position. Okay. I don't know if we have a frame there. Let's look at that again. So he throws my feet to the side, I accelerate the movement and coil. And here we land with the feet on the hips again. Try the other direction. He throws, I accelerate the movement and coil here. Okay? Sorry, we're moving around a lot. It takes up a little bit of room to do this drill. Okay? The other one we're looking at. He grabs both of my feet and he wants to kind of move his body away from me. Yeah, this is a little tricky. He has very good control of my feet. I can't strike him. I can't push. It's almost like he's dragging me around. Right? Yeah, now he can get a lot of power to throw my legs out of the way. Okay, so what are we going to do? If both my feet are grabbed, there's no contact, I need to sit up on my hands and move my butt back. Why can I do this? Because his hands are occupied on my feet, so he can't strike me, and my feet are in the way of his legs, so it's going to be hard for him to kick me in the head also. Okay, so my next objective is to get my foot on the ground. The way he's gripping right now, my feet, go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. I can't pull my legs if my heels are being blocked. So I make a circle over the top of his hand, and it comes right out. Look at the other side here. Circle and stomp on the ground. Okay? Circle and stomp on the ground. So all I need is one foot on the ground. Now what I'm going to start doing is start scooting back, and he's probably not going to let go of this. He's probably going to still try and throw it away or throw it to the side, but I just keep scooting back, and then I land right again with the feet on the hips. Okay? Let's back up. Let's go this way. All right, so he grabs, I sit up, I start kind of scooting away, almost like I'm doing a crab walk here. Okay, I get a foot on the ground, and then I'm right back to position. All right? So, that's going to be the stage 5 of the open guard. Very scary position. When you're practicing with your friend, make sure that you're cooperating. The guy on the top, it's not, for this technique, it's not the job to see how amazing you can throw the legs out of the way. It's to do it slow, build up this very specific skill set, and help the guy on the bottom, you know, be successful with it each time. Once he gets really good and comfortable, then of course you can start trying to go crazy with it. But remember, your friend gets a turn right after you, so if you're courteous, he'll return the favor. Okay?